So Sepang's gonna be great.
Lights out in Malaysia and away we go.
The guys who've driven here remember what a great track it is. Sepang was one of the first Herman Tilke tracks, one of the first big grand tracks built for Formula One, and it was fantastic. It's got a really nice blend of high speed and low speed corners. And people keep asking me, oh my gosh, so Formula One's coming back to Malaysia, can Sepang hold it? And it's a crazy question. It's an excellent facility, it's still world class. All it needs is a fresh coat of paint, cut the grass, and it's good to go. The rookies won't have any problems driving on it because they do so much work on the simulator. Their first lap out the pits, they'll be on it straight away. So it's not an issue. And I think the whole F1 paddock's going to enjoy being back in Malaysia. It's going to be called the Bahrain Grand Prix, I think, held in Sepang. You know, there's always a concern that in heavy rain, sometimes it might delay the race. But our rainstorms are generally quite short. And I think we're hosting it quite early in the day. We're not letting it go too late. I think we only had a problem one year because they started the Grand Prix at 5 o'clock. Was it 4:30 or 5 o'clock? But late in the afternoon lah. So you know, if we get a big storm, we're going to run out of daylight. They won't make that mistake again. They'll make sure they host it earlier in the afternoon. So if there is rain, there is time to let the rain pass. But generally, you know, Malaysia is known for hot weather. So tire wear is always high. Looking after the tires for good race pace is going to be key, especially at the rear tires. So drivers and teams will be very focused on that. I stopped driving professionally, I want to say 2018, might have been 2016. That's what, I was in my early 40s when I stopped driving professionally. I still jump in a race car every once in a while. You know, we have race teams here. We run Formula 4 cars, we run Malaysian touring cars next door as well. So I will sometimes jump in the car when we need to do some setup work, but my life is filled, you know. I mean, I love what we do. You know, we run esports programs, we run simulator racing. So we're very much focusing, trying to get the next generation to a high level. So I don't feel like I've stopped driving. I'm still trying to push the boundaries, still trying to do more. We're still trying to do hard things, you know. So I don't feel like I've stopped driving at all. Yeah, the time is a problem. You know, you know, when we're here running the race teams, we're still organizing competitions for esports, and also I still have to do coaching. At least on a quiet week, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'll still be, you know, I finish my full day of work, maybe go to the gym, and then we're still on the simulator from 9 to 11, 9 to midnight on Tuesday and Wednesday night, coaching with the younger kids. When we have esports races that weekend, then we're on every night. So you live and breathe motorsport, you know. You wake up, you're straight into motorsport, you finish, you're done. So yeah, it's long days. But if you want to excel at anything, you have to live and breathe it.